Hello all and welcome to a good old-fashioned pickups video. So what have I got for you today then? Well, I've got eBay, I've got CEX, I've got cash converters, I have got charity shop pickups, I've got gifts from fellow tubers as well as deals with fellow tubers. Now most of it is Xbox 360 but not all of it is PAL, some of it is NTSC because I have the means to play those now. I've also got a random PlayStation 2 game as well as a couple of gaming related items that aren't games, and I've also got one random PlayStation 1 game which, yes, has been staring at you on screen this whole time from the start here, and it is the interestingly titled, please don't sue us Disney, Lion and the King, because doesn't that just look like Scar and doesn't that just look like Simba? Yes. Now the story behind this game is I actually bought this before the last lockdown started. That's the one that's just ended in a charity shop. I put it in a pile that wasn't my pickups videos pile and then forgot all about it and just found it again just this last week. So I thought I would show it to you quickly. Yes, pick this up in a charity shop for just a quid. Now, if I see a PlayStation 1 game in a charity shop for just a quid with a mint case, look, no cracks on the front, no cracks on the back. Even if it's a sports tile, I'm picking it up all day long. Now, I mean, this does look like a dreadful game, but at the end of the day, it's a budget tile aimed at kids. I mean, that'll be very interesting to watch that cartoon film, because obviously it's a cartoon film basically ripping off The Lion King, trying to be The Lion King. But yeah, jigsaw puzzle and colouring book. I mean, it's not going to be the greatest title ever. Maybe a kid would enjoy it. Who knows? I'll probably give it a try anyway because I do like a bad game. But yeah, I kind of was buying it for a case swap, but it's in such mint condition. Comes with a manual as well. I've had the disc out and that is mint as well. That I kind of might keep it as it is, believe it or not. But yeah, I'll certainly be giving it a try because, as I say, I do like a bad game, but only a quid from a charity shop. You can't really go wrong with any PlayStation 1 game for just a quid. As I say, especially if it has got a mint case. Now, all of this stuff I'm going to show you here is going to be in chronological order rather than bunch up all the same stuff together. Because I've got to be honest with you, for like a couple of weeks, I had barely anything to show. But this last week just gone, obviously with lockdown lifted, I've been out and about. I picked up loads. I've had gifts and deals with fellow tubers. They've all been amazing. So all of a sudden, I've got a mass of stuff. Anyway, let's crack on. And we'll start off with this, which was picked up 2 swap shops ago. And this is the Retron 5 3-in-1 adapter, which allows me to play my Game Gear games, my Master System games, and my Master System card games on my Retron 5. Yes, I was watching the Retro Chef swap shop. He had Fob on there. Fob, by the way, has an amazing collection and an amazing games room, so please do check his channel out. Link in the description below. And he done us an absolute stellar deal on this one. I piped up and said, really want that, mate. Can you put it for, can I have it, please? And yeah, he put it aside for us, contacted him, done us an absolute stellar deal on that. Can't tell you the price because don't reveal deals with tubers, I'm afraid. But done us an absolutely amazing price on this, and that's all you need to know. Thank you very much, mate. Very appreciative of that. Okay, next up, an eBay purchase. Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection. As you'll see, platinum hits there. This is NTSC. Now, this isn't an exclusive as such. Yes, it's very much a box variant because, over here, the PAL version is the Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection, but it's got a stackable achievement list, which is totally my bag. So I always had my eyes on this one because it's an easy 1000G as well. Now, I actually had this imported from Canada. I did buy it off eBay. The game was £8.48 and the postage was £7.52. Coming to exactly £16 all in, which was nice. So that's all I paid for it. So very pleased with that. Now there was one UK seller that had this, and he wanted 30 quid. All right, that did include free postage and packaging, but I say 14 quid by having it shipped over from Canada. However, I did not get a manual with this one. Yep, the UK seller one did have a manual, but to be honest with you, I only really want manuals in my NTSC games if they are exclusive. So I'm not entirely bothered if they're just a stackable achievement list, so I was quite happy to say 14 quid just for the sake of a manual in this case. But you've got a 1000G out of this, and can't go wrong with a bit of Sega Mega Drive or Genesis if you're in North America, can you really? So that obviously it's an amazing collection, so please get hold of a copy if you haven't got one for whatever reason and you've got a 360. Okay, next up is a little bit of a fail, and I will explain why. This is also an NTSC game. Now, I thought this was one of the History Channel exclusives to America, but got it totally wrong. No, there was a PAL version of this, but as I say, I've got the console, so it's not the biggest fail ever. The exclusives are Civil War and Civil War Secret Missions. Battle for the Pacific was released in both regions, but it was a bit of a fail. Anyway, I saw this on eBay at Buy It Now, a free postage for £8.99. So I did the usual trick. Watch it. Always watch it. Never just go straight in. just watch it. And the seller threw out an offer of £7, and I, to be honest with you, just snapped it up. It did come complete with manual. The picture was there for me to see. Like I say, generally as a rule, I want to see the manual. I want to see everything there, and of course it's spread open. But a little bit of a fail because I will need to buy this in PAL because I'm going for the full PAL set. But placeholder, can play this. Not the end of the world. Okay, next eBay buy is Family Game Night 4. Family Game Night 4, The Game Show. Now, I did this as well. Now, this was on eBay, and it was literally just pictured like this, front cover only. It wasn't open or anything like that. And it was up at $9.99, I think, with free postage. And I kind of thought, you know what, yeah, I'll watch that and I'll see. And then the seller chucked out an offer of £7, and I'm just like, oh, I want to snap that up, but it's PAL. I need to know if it's got the manual. So I sent the seller a message that said, does this game have the manual? And he said, with a picture, he said, no, it doesn't, but it's got this in it. Yeah, that is the manual, mate. So, yeah, I saw that in there, and I said, yeah, that's what I want, mate. Paid for it. I'll have that. And, yeah, £7 delivered. Easy 1000G, already done it. However, you have to play 50 game shows, and that takes a long while. So if you want the 1000G out of this, be prepared to sit there for 12 to 15 hours to do it. Now, these little games are kind of fun to play once or twice against the AI. I would imagine they're more fun to play against a friend. But yeah, it's a bit of a grind and does go on for a long while if you want the 1000G out of this. But these family game night games tend to hold a little bit of value, so I was very pleased for the price to pay, and I got a little bit of a deal over what I would have got if I bought out CX, especially with their £1.95 postage. And talking of CX, this was while lockdown was on, and I decided to do click and collect on the crew, because I was talking to my good friend Ross of Bawhawhaw, and he said that he had it. He bought a turbo controller because there's one achievement in it which you have to do one hit, which is like drive a silly amount of miles, so you need a turbo controller for that. And I said, you know what, I'm going to pick that up if my local CX has it. So I checked online, local store had it, and I thought, right, I'll do a click and collect on that. So I ordered it before work in the morning, picked it up on the way home, only paid £3 for it. Now the click and collect was obviously a gamble with the manual, but for £3 I thought, you know what, I want to get this and get on with that, even though I haven't. Shame on me. Yep, gamble paid off. Got the manual. Case is broken, doesn't clip shut, but we can work on a replacement for that. That's not a problem. So just really pleased to pick that up on my way home. Okay, so what we got next? We have got gifts from a fellow tuber, good friend of mine. Link to the description in link to his channel in the description as well. And that is my good friend Pete Fighter 2. Spotted this nearby to him for an absolutely great price and said, Rob, do you need this one? I'll pick it up for you if you want. And I said, yes, mate, do need that one. Now, it's not a particularly expensive game. You just don't see it around a lot. And it's not particularly expensive, but my Pete Fighter 2 got this for an absolute steal. Yeah, it needs a case replacement, but I'm sure there's a Connect adventure somewhere willing to die to make this one minty fresh for us case-wise. But yeah, absolutely stoked with that, mate. So thank you very much. And then Pete also gave us this because he knows I'm a big Gears of War fan. He's had this for us for a while, but I absolutely love it. It's like a little mini plush of a frag from Gears of War. There you go. It's got Gears of War on the little tag there as well. Absolutely fantastic. I really do love that. And then I've got my shelving behind me with all my games on, and the side of it is very plain at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin that on the side and have it hanging down. And ironically, that'll be right next to the section where all my Gears of War stuff is on the top. So really pleased with that, Pete. Actually, that is really cool. I absolutely love it. I really do. It's so, you know what I mean? It's so simple, but so well made, actually, as well. And absolutely brilliant. Yep, as I say, everyone knows I've got a big love for the Gears of War franchise. Favourite franchise, probably of all time. That joint level Street Fighter, actually. But you know what? Absolutely love it. So cheers, mate, for that one. Okay, next up, I was watching another swap shop. That's how long it's been, because they're every fortnight. I will put a link to Lee Retro Chef's channel in the description as well, actually, because the swap shop is absolutely brilliant. Honestly, it brings the community together, and everyone seems to get great deals and do trades out of it, and games end up in homes where they're wanted over homes where they're not. But anyway, Geordie Slasher Gaming was on there. Link to his channel in the description. I've got to remember all these, because he was start showing some 360 stuff right towards the very end, and I said, can I have that one, mate? And that one was WWE Legends or WWF. Oh no, okay, probably WWE with the foil on as well there. Legends of WrestleMania, and that comes obviously nicely complete with manual as well. Look, it's been attacked by a game. I say that a lot. So yeah, story behind this is this is one of the very first games I ever bought and 1000G'd very early on, but I wasn't a collector back then, so I let it go. So when I saw that Mark had it, I said to him, "Can I have that, please?" And yeah, he said, "Yeah, no worries, I will put that aside for you." But the one that I absolutely jumped at, because this game, it's not overly expensive, you just don't see it around a lot. So when I saw he had Hellboy, I had to absolutely have that. Now, what I didn't notice at the time, I don't know if Mark noticed it as well, but this is actually an NTSC game. But again, I've got the means to play it, so it doesn't bother me at all. So I will definitely be holding on to this one. And of course, it's nicely complete, man. Nice and mint as well. So even when I get the PAL version, I think I'm going to be keeping this just because it is just such a nice condition game. And Mark didn't want any money directly off of me. He said, "Don't worry about it, mate. Take it. Just make a little donation to a charity," which I've done, by the way, and Cancer Research. Yeah, always happy to donate to that. So I have put a little bit of money in the pot towards cancer research, Mark. So thank you very much. Link to Geordie Gaming in the description below. One more deal off a tuber. And all I'm going to do with that is just stick this little bit into view here. And this is the top of a Guitar Hero live guitar. And this was a deal done with somebody I've already mentioned, my good friend Ross of Bawhawhaw. Link to his channel in the description as well. Honestly, all these channels that I'm mentioning are all great. So if you haven't checked out any of these, please do. So Ross said he picked up an Xbox 360 bundle. It come with a Guitar Hero live guitar, and he knew I was after one. He said, "Do you want it?" So done us an absolute stellar deal on it. Great price. Obviously, can't tell you the price on that. Don't share any deals with tubers. And he said to me, "I don't know if it's got the dongle. I can't find it." I said, "Don't worry, mate. Don't need it, because this isn't a pickup recently. This is an old pickup, because I picked this up ages ago. I would have always bought it anyway because I didn't have the game. But one thing that really sold it to me, it's going to fall out here, it's when I was looking at it, checking the disc in the charity shop, it had the little dongle in it, because what Ross said to me is, "I'm not sure if it's got the dongle." I said, "Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I've got that. I don't need the dongle." So absolutely fantastic that was in there. It's just like some things were meant to be. So yeah, picking up this ages ago and it having a little dongle inside it, I told you, something's just totally meant to be. Okay, so another day, a completely separate day, I went to CX. This is after lockdown, so I actually went in the store and, of course, absolutely itching to get out there and buy some games. So I popped into CX and I bought 3 more games for the 360 collection. First one, nothing overly special here. WWE 2K15 with a half-naked John Cena on the front, but it's got the foil on there. Nice condition case, and of course, I only buy them CX if I can see the manual before I take them to the counter, and it was in there. Good I had my phone on me, because I passed this one up before because I thought I had it. Check my phone. Check what, I've got a full list of games on my phone. Have I got WWE 2K15? No, I haven't. Only £1.50. Yep, gonna nab that. It's gonna say nice case. Again, we've done our foil sticker on the front, which is always a nice little touch. Grab that one. Another game that I grabbed while I was there. Just don't see this one around a lot. Again, lovely condition. Manuals in there before I took it to the counter. Not even been attacked by a game. That's nice and crisp as well. Disc is mint, by the way. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings Conquest for a £5. So that was almost my big spend from that visit to CEX, because I have got one more game, and if I see a game that's only £1, even if it's a sports style, to be honest with you, but especially if it's not, Rogue Warrior, only £1. Again, obviously, like I say, nice, clean, crisp manual. Again, look, never been attacked by a game. Looks like it's fresh off the print as well. So any Xbox 360 game I see for just £1 that I ain't got, always going to pick it up all day long. So next up, we have got charity shop purchases. Just the one from St Clair's Hospice. Just saw this copy. This is my random PS2 game. Just saw this copy of Dynasty Warriors 2 for only 50p. I mean, it's only £1 in CEX, but when it's got a manual in it, it's nice and mint, and the disc is nice and mint as well, because I always check when I'm in the charity shops. I thought, you know what, 50p, I'll pick that up. I'll have a little go of it, and I'm pretty sure there's always someone that I can gift this to in the community after I'm done with it. So, yeah, 50p, never turning down a mint PlayStation 2 game that isn't a sports title for only 50p. Now, here's my non-game items. Another charity shop that I went to. Do you know what? I see these in so many backgrounds of YouTube videos that I watch. I thought, do you know what? I've got to have one. I've got to have one. And it's this Mario item box thing. Now, it had batteries in it, but they were flat. I've taken the batteries out. Luckily enough for me, they hadn't corroded and ruined it. I have tested this with batteries. Unfortunately, they've had to go back in the remotes until I get 3 treble A's to leave in it permanently, and it does work. So yeah, give it a little tap on the top, makes a coin noise, stays lit for a while. And I just say, do you know what I see in the background of so many YouTubers videos and on the shelves? I thought, you know, I feel like I have to have one. And yeah, only 50p, not leaving that behind. So just a nice little quirky piece to put on the shelf full of gaming related items to decorate my gaming area. So yeah, nice that, loving that. Yep, but yeah, we'll get some batteries to stay in that permanently. And the other thing I found, just randomly on the shelves in there, again, for only 50p, and I'm pretty sure I can find a home for this. I'm probably sure I could sell this for more. I mean, I've got no interest in keeping it, really, because I've never really played it, but it's a Splatoon plush, and it was only 50p. Still got its tag on, still sealed in a bag. So I've got someone in mind that may like this as well. But yeah, I couldn't leave that behind for only 50p. I'm pretty sure that is worth more than 50p of anyone's money. And I was going to say, it's a nice quality plush as well. And looking at it now, actually, I quite like the character. So the person I've got in mind doesn't want it. Yeah, I could keep this and sort of hang it on the end of my shelves below that Gears of War frag. There's a thought that's just come to my mind. Okay, another charity shop purchase. Before we finish off with the deal of the day from Cash Converters. Saw this in a charity shop. Which one was it? Age UK for only £1.99. So, why am I paying £1.99 for a SmackDown versus Raw game? 2008 featuring ECW. There's Big Bobby, there's John. Not centre stage for once. The dead man is, Undertaker is. That's because in CX, this is actually an £8 game, and obviously I've only paid £1.99 for that. I knew that as well, and I knew I didn't have this one, because I've been looking at it on eBay for a while, but it's always gone for a little bit more than I've wanted to pay for it. But yeah, this is £8 in CX. The trade is £3, so I could have made £1 profit on it in trade straight away if I really wanted to, or I could have made a penny cash profit straight away. I could have taken it around the corner, got a penny for my money straight away. But yeah, also could spy that the manual's in there, nice and complete. Disc is fine. So yeah, ticked off a couple of the wrestling games today, which is obviously always good. Always good ticking off games. But yeah, I want to get some of these done now because I'm missing quite a few of them. Right, last one. Deal of the day. Definitely the deal of the day. I bought 3 games from Cash Converters. First one, Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare. Been wanting this one for a while. Played the original Red Dead. Absolutely loved it. Only £1. Now, this in CX, again, I could have taken it around the corner and got me money back because they'll give you cash for £1. The trading on this is £1.50 and they sell it for £4. So, yeah, for only £1, picking up that all day long. And, of course, yeah, complete with manual. Bit of tap by game, but that looks like that one will come off quite easily, actually. So, that will happen after I stop recording. So, yeah, only £1 for Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Having that all day long. Next up, I saw this one there. Bound by Flame. £2.50. This is a £10 game in CX with a cash trading of 2 and a trading credit of £4. So could have made trading credit profit on that as well. So yeah, could have made trading credit profit on both of these. So gonna pick that all day long. Did I show the manual? I don't know if I did, but yeah, of course it's got to have the manual if I'm going to buy it. So snag that all day long. But to be honest with you, I might have bought it just for a tiny bit of trade credit as well because I did have my phone out and I was looking them up in the store at the time. But this last game is an absolute deal. An absolute deal. And if you know, you know. Football Manager 2008. Now, when it was side on and I could see it was only 50p and I could see it was a Football Manager, but I didn't know what one it was because obviously it was only spine out. And I'm looking at that red and thinking, please be 2008. And I looked up 2006 on my phone. No, it's not that one. I looked up 2007 on my phone. No, it's not that one. Boom, it's 2008. And the reason why this is such a good deal, because this is a £15 game in CX. They'll give you trading credit for 6 and cash for 3. This is definitely one to look out for. I don't know if the Eagle Eyed have already spotted it, not in an official case, but do you know when I picked it up, I said to him, "Oh, it's not in an official case, but do you know what? I have it anyway. I'm sure I can sort that out at some point." So yeah, absolutely, totally snagged that, and I couldn't believe it. And manual's in there. Disc is absolutely mint. Yep, manual's mint as well. Look at that. Again, not been attacked by game. So these 3 games here, but I bought them all from CX, would have cost me £29. And I paid what? £2.50. What's that? £2.50? 50p. That's 3. Paid £4 for these. £4 for these. And as I say, it would have cost me £29 in CX, and I could have got trade for 11.60 for the lot of them if I wanted to take that route. So that is the deal of the day for me, and I was absolutely over the moon to get this one. As I say, with a sports tile, people will slip up. So I knew that if I waited long enough, it would eventually turn up. The funny thing is, if it was 50p for one of the other two, 06 or 07, I would have grabbed it for that price all day long as well. Now, before I go, I do just want to show one more thing, even though it's not a game or gaming related, but I just saw this in a charity shop, and you've seen wrestling games already, and that's because I am a big wrestling fan, and I saw this in a charity shop. And I'm going to have to pan the camera up just a little bit to show you the top. There we go. WWE Encyclopedia, updated, expanded, and definitive guide to WWE. Dated 2012. I don't know if you saw the label on it. I paid £3.99 for that. And I could have just tipped you like this. Look, yeah, £3.99 for that. As I say, I love my wrestling. Yeah, it's dated 2012, but anything up to that date is obviously going to be accurate with regards to any wrestler who retired or whatever, stopped wrestling before that date. And it's just, honestly, some of the pictures in it, the illustrations in it, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I paid £3.99 for it. I didn't even look what it was going for on eBay. I just snagged it. I thought, I've got to have this. On eBay, the cheapest one I saw after I bought it was £4.83 with free postage. So I saved myself 84 pence. But as I say, big wrestling fan. I mean, look at that image on the front. It's worth it for that alone. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. So really, really pleased with that. Just, yep, love it. Absolutely love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my latest pickups up to date. If you enjoyed the video, please hit a thumbs up. That would be awesome. If you have enjoyed this video, why not tell a friend and subscribe if you're new and all that jazz. Got a little pause there, didn't mean to, but thank you very much for watching. And as always, please do take care. Can't see him, but there he is front and centre again. Told you. Took your spot on that game though.